I just got robbed on Rodeo Drive. 4 armed guys hopped out of their car, ripped both my chains off my neck. All 3 or 4 of them just tackling me to the ground. I get pinned up against the wall like this, and I see my chains right there in this guy's hand. And I'm being pushed like this. Some other guy's going at my watch, and I'm like trying to fight him off. And then one of the guys chasing me around the street trying to get my watch off. This will only keep me going. I'll buy another chain tomorrow, watch.
The most hated man on the internet, Jack 30, just got robbed of $300,000 in jewelry. Not exactly what you'd call a stellar afternoon. I mean, oh no. How tragic and heartbreaking it must be that such a fine young man was violently stripped of his beloved possessions. The same possessions he earned through his tireless grind for wealth. Sorry, correction. Through running a digital pimp ring on OnlyFriends. Anyway, here's how it all went down. According to reports, Jack 30 was out flexing on Rodeo Drive in LA with a couple friends and his massive 6 feet 9 inches bodyguard. And honestly, why is this guy not hooping in the NBA? Anyway, 4 guys allegedly pulled up and took $300,000 worth of ice right off him. We're talking chains, a luxury watch, basically everything except his hairline. It even looks like they tried to snag his t-shirt too. There's rips all over it. But apparently it was just too much trouble. Anyway, I'll just play the full clip that's blowing up on Twitter right now so you can see the chaos for yourself.
I don't know, they pulled up, I heard the tires screeching, I was standing right here. I heard the tires screeching, I looked to my left and I see everybody hop out. And I tried to beat them to you. And I just remember tackling one guy, and the guy you were talking about, I had him with my left hand. And I seen the gun, and I had to hold up, I had to draw back.
Yeah, bro probably has, what, like 2 stars? No, that's like 3. That's like,
He's probably under the bridge right now.
300K, yeah, that's grand theft.
Dude, that didn't stop me. I didn't even know they were there. I was like fighting with the guys, like trying to get them the fuck off me so I could keep my watch and shit. But like literally the chains were gone instantly. Like I was like, fuck.
So
like,
when you tell us what happened. So when you went to
bro,
the
I'm
ground,
like pinned up against the wall, me and him right here. And I get pinned up against the wall like this, and I see my chains right there in this guy's hand. And I'm being pushed like this. Some other guy's going at my watch, and I'm like trying to fucking fight him off. And then
so 4 dudes, they pushed you against the wall like instantly, and just one took your chain.
Somehow, like
one's holding you.
Like we were all here, like 5 of us were right here, or 6 of us were right here. Me, Dave, Christy, and the 4 guys. And then next thing I know, Dave and 2 of the guys are there. And then one of the guys chasing me around the fucking street trying to get my watch off.
You went fully across the street.
And then the other guy's like, nah, we got the chains. And then the other guy stopped chasing me. Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty's cooked, all right?
Did you run all the way across the street?
I ran there, then I was like, fuck, if I go there, it's just me and him. So I was like, I have to come back.
And then what his boys said, oh, we got the chains, and then he turned around and
yelled and they hopped in the car.
Strap out is so deep. Yeah, straps out is being fucking insane. It's one thing to flash that shit, put it away with fucking...
I know, it's literally one thing, just to, like drive around LA. You're literally, I wonder if they had a fake plate.
So in that clip that surfaced online, it shows Jack surrounded by police officers looking shaken up. In one clip, he's talking to the camera saying, quote, "The chains were gone instantly, I got pinned up against the wall, and I see my chains right there in this guy's hand." He even mentioned fighting back to keep his stuff, but the robbers had pistols and got away with the goods.
Tackling me to the ground. I get pinned up against the wall like this, and I see my chains right there in this guy's hand. And I'm being pushed like this, some other guy's going at my watch, and I'm like trying to fight him off. And then one of the guys chasing me around the street trying to get my watch off. This will only keep me going. I'll buy another chain tomorrow, watch.
This whole situation is honestly wild. And you broke it down in a way that really captures the internet vibe when stuff like this goes down. Jack's robbery story has all the classic signs of something people will question. Expensive lifestyle, a pattern of controversy, sketchy timing, and a larger-than-life personality at the center. The detail about him having a 6'9" bodyguard and still getting robbed is what's really making people pause. Like, how does that even happen unless something's off? And the timing couldn't be more suspicious. Just days after getting banned from Kick, catching heat for wrecking an $800,000 McLaren, and his girlfriend allegedly calling the cops on him. Now he's in the middle of a high-profile robbery? It's not surprising that people are calling it a setup or a PR stunt, especially considering Jack's history of going viral and flipping chaos into clout. The man knows how to keep his name trending, whether it's a fight, a flex, or a full-on financial disaster. But on the flip side, you're absolutely right to mention that Rodeo Drive is a real hotspot for robberies. Luxury stores, flashy influencers, rappers with chains. It's a goldmine for thieves. Smash and grab crews have been hitting those areas hard lately, and police are often reactive instead of preventive. So it's totally possible Jack was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, even if the situation looks a little too cinematic to some. The livestream clip you mentioned is a key piece. If Jack looked genuinely rattled and the cops were clearly legit, with proper gear, weapons, and the whole setup, then it does start to feel more real. That's a long way from when he faked a police scene with his friend for views. This time, he actually seemed shaken. Not injured, but clearly thrown off. Still, what really throws people is his response. Talking about buying another $300,000 worth of jewelry right after being robbed? That doesn't scream trauma, it screams brand. And it just adds to the picture of someone who's either untouchable or financially spiraling, or maybe both. Crashing luxury cars, throwing six-figure parties, losing jewelry, then casually planning to replace it all immediately? That's not sustainable. He's already admitted to money trouble on stream, and if this pattern keeps up, it's given future How I Lost Everything YouTube documentary energy. So yeah, robbery or not, Jack's moving like he's got an infinite bag, and the internet's watching to see if it crashes and burns. Whether you think it's staged or real, it's definitely entertaining. But at this point, someone really needs to hand that man a budgeting app and a reality check.